Monday always comes, and I'll tell you what, I got in early and I'm ready to kick ass this week. Today on The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Welcome, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Focus Dealer here with The Crazy Picker Life, Monday edition. Well, you know, when you go on an 11-day, 12-day, 10-day, I don't know, it all flowed together. Vacation, break, picking trip, just, you know, out of the office insanity trip. The week after is interesting. And for me, you know, I had to kind of focus mostly on things that I needed to take care of to try to restore sanity to a busy situation. And when that happens, you know, the big picture, the global picture of the business, everything else, that's hard to do much on. This week I've got, you know, day-to-day tasks just like every day, every week, but I've dug out and mentally I'm ready to attack the big picture of the business again. So more of that probably will come out this week. And I got to start by packing my orders. I think I got my clock up to date here. Yeah, it's pretty close. 10 after 6 a.m. on Monday, that's not too bad. I got here just after 5 a.m. and got my orders printed. I've got 21 to pack right now as it sits, and answered questions for different reasons, canceled some orders, went back and forth with some people, got a few other miscellaneous things done, right? All those things when you're out of the office for 24 hours, which is what I do. Sundays are an off day for me. Did not come in here, other than we had to come get Wheeler's skateboards yesterday. But I made sure if I just poked my foot in that it was in and out, didn't check questions, didn't do anything, right? I got to pack some orders. One good thing this morning, Wheeler is in the office.
Yep, ready to get some listing done this week.
Got an SX70 there you're working on.
Just tested out, does not work. No response to power whatsoever. I tested all the diagnostic things, can't get it to power on or function in any way, but it's still
should be what, 80, 90 bucks?
Yeah, 90 to 100, pretty easy.
So people will take that and restore it. If it looks good, that's good.
Yep, exactly.
Well, move it out, right?
Yep, there's people who know the 5 things that go wrong with them, know how to repair them, and are just willing to deal with that, I guess.
Yeah, those are always a cool camera.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna pack some orders, and maybe I'll check in once or twice on that. Now, early in the day like this, I'm already thinking, if I'm on the ball, that is, if I'm not backpedaling and can't even, if I can't breathe or can't even see above the horizon, then it might not, you know, it might not happen, or you might not hear it from me. Today though, it's 6 a.m. and although I've got a lot of things to do in the middle of the day today with the kids and getting the house situation on for the week. We don't have school this week. We are restarting homeschool next week though, and we have basketball camp next week. So busy times. I better switch my calendar. I'm still in May over here. So I'm gonna get working on these orders, and then like I mentioned, tonight I need to start striking heavy on listing. Now that's not big picture stuff, but if I'm thinking big picture, part of my daily routine needs to be striking a few pieces there, and my fancy bowling balls over there. I need to start striking this stuff off my list. So there will be big picture stuff, and it's always rolling around my head. But tonight we list. Well, we're packing orders here. I'm packing orders, and we got to have this place opened up. We have a camera here that is now, I don't know, what would you call it, melted?
Yeah, a little bit there. I don't know exactly. This is a projector slash camera from the 1950s made by Whitnauer, actually a watch company, which is interesting, but it's a kind of rare one.
So Wheeler was working on this, and I distracted him and had him come look at something, and then he said he had memories and twinges that he better not leave the office.
Well, I just know we've had issues with before with old electronics. Usually you want to watch that, you power on surge protectors, you do a couple other things there.
He left it plugged in, and it melted the carpet.
Pretty much started on fire, yeah.
We almost had a fire. Hey.
Yep. So, we don't have any smoke detectors in this place, apparently.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Pretty
I guess
smoky. I can see it in there, and there's nothing. So.
Nobody's sleeping over, so
Yeah.
I guess they don't do that.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
So we've got the front door popped open and the back door popped open. I can still smell
Oh yeah, thick.
a little thick carpet smell and
Yep.
plastic smell and bulb smell.
Well, yeah, this bulb in here. I wonder if there's a bulb in there, or if it just the bulb is not working. Whatever is in there.
Well, there's not much in there anymore.
Not anymore, because it kind of melted the frame counter, and who knows if this thing still works. Anyway, that was about a 50 plus shipping camera, and one's listed at 300 tested working, but
Well, it might not be
Not anymore.
Might not be working. All right, there we go. Whooped out those 20 orders or so this morning. I think a couple more came in, so it's probably a few more than 20 in there. A couple of UPS, one of those was there. Selling another TV. We had a couple of these small ones, and we don't need those anymore. So one of the things that Lon's been up to is she is doing more local buying and selling stuff. And really, we don't have too much stuff that we buy that is, you know, local that I can't sell online. But there are some things, and we are going through sort of a moving home consolidation for the future type situation. So we've got some consolidating, some things have been being sold. Our big TV is going to go home here, and these little ones are going to be sold. More on that soon. The plans for the future. At the end of this video, if I remember, I'll announce a show that's coming at the end of the week. Okay, I'm going to go home and work on some things at home. Back in the office for more fun later. Well, I'll give you one more thing though. This sign sold. I don't know if this lady is having second thoughts, but she asked me what the weight of this thing was to make sure that she wanted to hang it on her wall. She has a wallboard wall or something. I don't know. She's getting cold feet about it. So it may be going. It may not be going. It is a light sign. It's easy to hang. People are, you know, always a little scared to put holes in their wall, especially if you haven't done it before. I've started to learn by hanging. We've got old plaster walls at home, and so that's a challenge. You have to use inserts on some things, plastic inserts. Some of the walls here are pretty stout, and some you just try to get into some of the studs. Metal signs, some of them are pretty heavy. Most of them aren't too bad. So it's really no big deal, but people are still sometimes scared about it the first time. This is the first time I've ever run into anybody that has bought something and then put it on hold. So who knows what's going on there. We'll find out soon. Hope it goes out. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'm heading down to the USPS and got my packages done there. I guess I had to carry over 3 or 4 here. They all came in right at 1 or 2 o'clock, so I spent some time getting that key work sign, that metal key work sign. The lady is going to want it, so I got that all packaged up. That'll go out today. So it was 70 by 36 by 2 and 22 pounds. Ships for about 125 bucks. That's pretty expensive. I took an offer of 120 on it, And then because of UPS, you know, UPS puts out their standard rate on eBay, and my cut rate gives me a little wiggle room to package stuff, and I get a little more profit in there. USPS typically is closer to actual, and it's not that I don't charge actual. I probably use, in a pack job like that, I probably use $20 worth of packing materials by the time it's all said and done to make sure that thing's going to get there. So it all works out. I didn't do as well on that sign as I've done on quite a few others. You know, not every sign has a subject matter that has either wide appeal or a niche. Some of them are sort of in the blah middle, and I think that one, although it's interesting and neat and somebody's really going to like it, I think, if it gets there safely, it just didn't have super wide appeal, probably because of the shipping costs. I had some people that wanted to drive in and get it, but then, you know, they realized where the heck I am and that it's a 6-hour drive, and that changes it. Okay, so from here, quick run with the boys, play around with the dishes at home and the dishwasher and all those things. Run around, and then maybe I'll show you the package before I take it to UPS later. We'll see how Wheeler's doing, and before you know it, we'll be back in the office ready to list. Okay, as promised, there it is. 1, 2, big long and ugly 3. So we picked up something else here.
What?
Okay, we got Elizabeth, and there's Wheeler telling me a watch story.
On your watch, another one.
Sold it and bought the same watch again.
Exactly.
Oh, it's 80.
Downsizing, and then
It's 86, and I ran today. Woof! Feel the heat.
I know.
What? Tell your watch story on your vlog.
I know. I was trying to tell anything.
Rolex watch.
Oh my goodness, we got to get to UPS.
I have a watch.
You have a watch too, just like your bigger brother? That looks like a Rolex.
Nah, it's a really weird fake one. It doesn't even fit any existing models.
My daughter has a fake Rolex. Time flies. It's 9 p.m. already. Oh gosh. Been running around here packing orders. Into my second tote already. Just a lot of miscellaneous orders from all channels, it seems. And I don't know, maybe we got there 10 already. So I got those out of the way. Still got some energy. I went through one heck of a lull after the run there. I don't know, I guess that's just how it works. Supper finally kicked in. This mess of great cameras is still back here. And one of my goals is to tote those up tonight and at least have a clean table to try to lay some of this stuff out. I don't think I'm going to do a show and tell tonight, but I'll aim to do another one tomorrow and heap some of this stuff up. You know, there's just a lot of stuff left. A lot of it is just accessories, so it may just turn out to be a big pile in there. So I'm going to get that taken care of. And then we got our first item that I'm going to list tonight. We're going to do a little listing together. I'm not going to sit here and do long commentary or anything like that because I got to get down to business. I got a big pile to list. I'd love to make a big dent in this before the end of the week. That would be the goal. So let's start. This one's been sitting here a few days. Let's start with my new favorite item, this bicentennial. You know, I looked up BPAA, it's some Bowlers Association. This box says manufactured by, and then it doesn't say anything. It just has the logo. I couldn't find it. The largest producer of polyester bowling balls. Well, you know, there's Ebonite, there's Brunswick, there's a few other brands. I can't figure out the brand of this thing, so I guess it's really sort of an unbranded. And I'm going to just take all the pictures, put all the stuff up. We'll start it at $199.99 plus shipping, and it may not sell unless, you know, you just never know. But let's get some light in here. Gosh, where's the light? There we go. It'll go on sale. My typical sale on my Northwest Kansas is 13% off. So right there, you're gonna knock 25 bucks off it, and then we'll just let it ride. I got 10 bucks in it. If it gets down to 100 and sells, 150, 160, sells right away, it don't matter to me. They'll just list it and forget it. Somebody had that. Let's see who put that up there. Listing number 1. Item number 2 tonight is Ready Remote Start Keyless Entry. That is from 2006. Somebody must not have installed it. It's all there. It's sealed. It's brand new. We paid $10. Even though it's 2006, you can use it on an older vehicle, which is, I guess, what a lot of people want to do. There's a couple listed on Amazon, and I'm going to list it right at about $65.99, $66.99, somewhere in there. Free shipping. Paid 10 bucks. 2 listed. Listing 3 Buyer Dynamic DT990s. These are some reasonably desirable headphones. I forget what the new ones go for, new in box, but it's over a couple $100. These test out, but the pads are deteriorating and the headset has been used quite a bit. 50, 60, 70 bucks. I'll have to see what the bottom end is, plus shipping. We'll list those. I don't even remember where we got these. Probably the flea market. 5, 10, 15 bucks. Probably 5 bucks. Okay, Tamiya Amphibious Vehicle Kit. Everything's new in there. I'm going to sell this on Amazon. It is open box. It was never in shrink wrap. From what I can tell, it had tape on it. Somebody opened it up, but I've examined this inside. I think it's 100% complete. Everything's sealed in there, just never made. So I'm going to tape that back shut with some clear tape. $22.87 free shipping, and we paid 3 bucks. All right, so pick this up for 3 bucks. Super Nintendo and a controller and Super Mario All-Star, Super Mario World. Mario games are always pretty good. Older you go, the better. This is, of course, Super Nintendo. 50 bucks on Amazon. Free shipping is what I'm going to list that for. Everything looks good. I'm not going to test it. I've rarely had any problems with these, especially when I buy them from private parties, and they look good. I stand behind them. Like I said, I rarely have trouble. So I'm going to list that up for 50 bucks. I haven't looked this up yet. I'll list that next. So that is listing number 5. Super Nintendo and controller. I'm going to list for $24.99 plus shipping. Untested. Don't have any cables. Number 7 tonight is a Wii game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Jacob Banana Peeler tested this. Everything worked out good. I'll put this on Amazon. Tested. Case instructions. $20. Free shipping. Number 7 listing done. Couldn't find a lot of information on these cufflinks. These came in a camera bag, and they're Hawaiian diamonds, they say, which is just some sort of tourist stone or whatever. They're decent, nice vintage cufflinks. Cufflinks go for money, gold, silver, specialty, vintage, whatever. $29.99 plus shipping is what I'm going to ask for these. That is listing number 8. I'm going for 10. Now, you may see that not much of the pile has moved. I'm not really digging. I'm not really hot to trot to get just the expensive items listed or anything like that. I see stuff here I want to list. I see stuff here I'm avoiding. but mostly I'm just grabbing some things that are on top. All right, listing number 9 is a lot of Coca-Cola patches. There's 6-inch patches here, square, 5-inch patches, square, 15 of the large, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of the small. 27 patches for 50 cents is what I paid for those. I'll look again, but 27 patches, it's going to be at least $29.99 plus shipping, maybe $39.99 plus shipping. That's a pretty good deal right there. Here is a Bose Wave Radio 3, new in box sealed. This actually was my father's, and he never unboxed it. So I'm going to list that up. About $400 plus shipping. That's what I can expect for that. I can't tell what color it is. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to list it as is. There's 3 color choices. It is what it is. I looked up the serial number. I looked up the UPC number. I still can't tell. No indicator. Good deal. This is number 10. Okay, that's 10 listings. That is a good day's work. The Nintendo system, Super NES system, sold for $25 plus shipping. Somebody thought that was a good one. $40 is what somebody will pay for that, apparently untested, ready to go out to California. So $9.25, 10 listings. It's a decent night's listings. We'll take that. 10, 9, 25 on the board. Let's take a quick peek. Wheeler has been stacking stuff up here.
Yeah.
Wow, something's missing here.
What is? Oh yeah, big TV thing.
I can see you. I can stay right out here and still see you. Got your Ramones t-shirt on.
Yeah.
So, all kinds of camera stuff tonight, huh?
Yep.
Cool. We're going to have a big number today.
Yep.
Good number today. All right, I'm going to wrap this vlog up. I'm going to go in the back room and pull all those cameras and put them in totes.
Yep.
Just waiting for you.
Yep. Exactly.
Waiting for the right moment. When Wheeler goes streaky and lists 80 in a day, and then, you know, who knows. Wheeler does a good job. I got to get him out more. He needs to get out and do some other things. Dads care. Dads care about their kids. Wheeler is the trailblazer. Got to get him out there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the comments. I do read all of them. As I mentioned somewhere in this show, Friday, I think, I've got to talk to Wheeler. He wants to do question and answer and wants to put it on his channel. I have it on my YouTube channel here as well. Friday will be a question and answer. I've got a lot of questions stacked up from the last week. I'll start to go through those. If you want to submit a question or a comment or something that you want on the question and answer show, you're welcome to do that. I like to answer questions on the channel. I just don't have time. I'm going to try to pick the ones that I find most interesting, or in order. Those shows tend to be long. Our Friday show will probably be a long one. I will answer as many as I can. Obviously, I know some of the good ones to answer. Like, what's going on? Where are you guys headed? What's the changes? What's happening? Are you going on the road? Da-da-do-da-do. Pick well, list often. I'll be back tomorrow. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer production.